Be a carpenter, they said. It'll be fun, they said. Build houses, it'll be great.
Yeah, building houses is great. This is harder than building houses. It's another day and we're not on the mountain working. It's a snow day in Waynesville, North Carolina. And it doesn't take much around here because nobody plows all these secondary roads. So we would crash and die likely if we tried to get up the mountain. We're not doing that. So we're at my friend's house and we're gonna do a tongue and groove ceiling in their master bedroom. If we're locked out, we'll just go skiing. Oh, somebody's here. Dang it. So we're in the bedroom where we're gonna install the ceiling. You can see it's trade right now. So this is the before.
What's with the dog?
Riley just loves me. Thinking we should get everything out of here.
We should step up our game a little bit. Let's get going. Hey, why don't you roll a little montage of us finishing off that material that's in there?
Yeah, I forgot about that. It was like a month or two ago.
Yeah, I didn't forget about it.
I got the footage somewhere. I'll find it. Here we go.
Better. Here we go.
Do you hear that high-pitched noise?
What? No. What?
Your truck is making some kind of like really high-pitched noise, like a dog whistle noise.
Yeah. What are you, a dog? Only dogs would hear that. I don't hear anything.
Can I fix your danglers here? It's kind of bothering me. My OCD. It just wants to splash so bad.
I know, that's why I'm going super slow.
It's tough to get the finish you want, or maybe it's tough to even know what kind of finish you want exactly. That's one time brushed on, one time ragged off. And that was with a pretty clean rag though. So to kind of mimic when we get further down the line, I think we're gonna do this board again and wipe it again, because down the line the rags are gonna be more saturated. Let's check something before we get too far here.
Yeah. Oh, that's not gonna close. No, why did I make breakfast? And so there's this huge fight, and so then they wanted to stop and get breakfast. I was like, did there ain't nowhere to stop and get breakfast?
This is the part of the video where Jason grumbles about his family and his kids fighting, and I just stand here and listen to him for like 20 minutes straight and say, and I'm like, actually, this sounds just like my family. Actually, it's nuts. This is way easier.
It's like a rumba.
There is a cross member there.
Whoa.
So if there is every two... Ooh.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so whoever built this house might have done a good job.
All right, we'll check right above you. Check.
There's one there.
Well, okay.
All right, let's check here.
There.
Wah, wah, wah.
Oh, wait.
You got anything?
Yeah, I'm holding the button.
I'm still having my doubts, even though we're finding some blocking. That's great and all. Jason's marking some stuff. In the corners, however, we're going to have nailing in the corners, maybe at a 45, where we're going to miter the tongue and groove together. So that might be a deal breaker.
So what is this part here?
This is like 24 long.
Okay, so that's different.
24 and 3/8 half.
Okay. How's that work out on our material widths?
19 and a half is exact. 24 would be a rip of about 3/4 of a piece to end with. That would be great. So I was thinking we could start actually at the inside of the tray and work our way backward, so that wherever the rip is, there would be a piece of trim to cover it.
After doing a bunch of measuring, we realized that none of these soffit sections were the same width, and therefore a mitered corner would not look good because it's not 45 degrees from point to point. So to help mask these differences in the widths, we decided to go with a herringbone pattern joint in the corners instead of doing mitered cuts.
I think it's a kind of fish, isn't it?
That's a herring.
Oh, yeah. That's what it's named after.
Or is it a heron as a bird?
No, I think it's the fish.
Okay, whatever.
That's what it's going to look like, basically. So I think it looks beautiful. It's a good design.
Yeah.
And we're going to do the best that we can do with it.
So I'm recording you right now, Josh. You giving us the okay to do it a certain way. So I have video confirmation. We also decided that adding a layer of 1/2 inch OSB to give a solid continuous nailing surface would make everything easier and better. This did cost about $300 in materials, but I think it was well worth it. We tacked this up with 2.5-inch finish nails and then came back with 3-inch framing screws to really lock it in well. I can already barely hold my arms up after working like this for just like an hour. It's such a wuss. Just holding my own arms up over my head for it's like impossible.
Oh yeah! Teen Wolf's got the blower out today.
It's not a disguise. That's his real head.
This is how it normally looks.
Here, blow this one, Teen Wolf.
For the first row of tongue and groove, we ripped the groove side off to give us a nice square edge, and then with all of the butt joints in the herringbone corners, we had to hand chamfer the cut in to match the sides of the board in the same depth.
This turned out to be pretty challenging, isn't it?
Yeah, so much for the one-day build thing. We're gonna be here all night. But it's looking good. That is good. We're seeing some progress that actually looks really nice. So at least we got that.
Let's talk about what's challenging here. Number one, nothing's straight, right?
Yeah,
The
we
framing.
don't want to poo-poo on somebody else's work, but the truth is the edge of the soffits here, they're not straight. And it's actually, they got like snake S-turns in them. So it's really hard to decide where you're going to line something up. You can't have it. You can't have it all. You can't have both. You can't have what you want. So what you're going to have is something else.
Hey, we need to get Ginger Spice up here.
You're gonna.
Give us what
I'll
we
tell
really
you
want.
what I really want. I really want to be done with this. But anyway, no, it's going great as it can. You know what I mean? So
do.
we're just trying to do a pro job here with less than pro things to build onto. Oh, I need to pecker it back. Yeah, that ain't bad.
Oh, wow. Look at that. We're working hard now.
It's kicking.
Yeah.
He just dyes his shirts at home to make it look like he's always working hard.
What's the matter, Ray?
I need some help. Being ready to tape is stuck in there.
I'd love to tell you that's never happened to me. This probably happened 4 zillion times.
I've ruined tapes.
That's the most annoying thing ever, too. Oh, 181 5/8 hair over 5/8.
Wow.
This herringbone look is really starting to grow on me. So I had an idea. I'm thinking we start in the middle with one square at the fan, and then we just herringbone out all
I'm gonna go ahead
the way.
and cut you off right there.
All the way.
That would look pretty dang
It would
right
look
there.
awesome.
It'll just take like 3 days probably, but
And there's not any blocking for any of that.
I get paid by the hour, so I'm with Jamie.
So I figured we needed 18 more boards to finish. We've got 20, so we'll probably need to bring some for trim.
yeah, we're gonna rip this stuff into trim too. So
I think we need to bring some wood to do that. Like, we'll go to Lowe's and buy some 1x4.
I think we need some. We need to buy some stain, some poly.
I don't know if we're capturing the complexity or how hard this little job is very well. So I don't know if there's going to be a video. If you see this video, it means there is a video. But there's just like
There's so much
many
going on.
wacky things that we're trying to make it look perfect in the finish, but
It's-
we're working upon a framework of craziness.
I feel like it's hard to appreciate what it really takes to do an awesome job at it. You know, given,
Yeah. Like,
you
we
know,
could have been done with this if we just slapped it up and it was terrible.
could have been.
But we're not. We're like halfway done.
Hey, remind me tomorrow. Let's
Yeah.
cut the bottom of their door off for them. Look at that.
Oh, that'd be
That's annoying.
I feel like I'm at home. This is crap.
Hey, y'all leaving?
Yeah, what are
I'm
you
getting the
doing?
shot here.
Yeah, you got the shot.
Sometimes you gotta lay down on the job to get the shot.
What do you think? That one's pretty good.
We're selecting our inside and outside molding to cover the edges of this stuff, and I like this thin stuff. I think it's gonna look good.
Yeah, I think so.
for any viewers wondering, how much was that stack of trim?
We paid about $600.
Oh gosh, that's hard to say, isn't it?
Hundreds. Wow, I can't even believe it myself.
But
I
we don't
mean,
have to do any work. Like if we were to buy just a stack of boards and have to saw it all up.
Yeah, then you got
That's
labor.
labor.
You got labor. You got somebody sitting there sanding, hand planing the edges, taking up time, making a mess. So it is nice. It's ready to go. No prep. Just stain it.
Where's Josh this morning?
Oh, he's snowboarding.
He said he was going to be here and he went snowboarding without me.
There's an easy fix to that, bud. We could all be snowboarding in about a half hour.
Fantastic work, boys.
Oh, you beat me to it. What are we going to do with this thing?
Oh, there you go. That's all right.
What are we doing with this
Go
fan?
with that fan.
We're mounting it on the front of your truck.
We can habitat. We can put it in the garage with the washer and dryer because we're gonna take them to habitat.
It's going to my house, boys.
Or to your house.
Go to Ray's house.
Anybody.
Or Ray's
I already
house.
called it first.
You called it?
Free to
You want to open the door for me and I'll take it out?
That's a fantastic idea.
Or I can just stand here and hold it.
Twice.
Oh, man.
I think they run this way. That's
You
not
think
professional.
You found one, bro.
There's one. There's at least one ceiling joist up here. Just nail it all right there.
Right there, bro.
Okay.
Did you need some friends that don't want work at them at their houses?
Like, listen, if you want to be friends, you got to have a brand new house.
seriously, that's you should be your requirement. Hey, you guys want to hang out? What kind of house you have? How old is it? Are you doing any updates to it?
No, but see, this guy's a surgeon, and when I get a splinter like through the middle of my finger, I can call him, and he cuts me open and pulls it out.
I'll cut you open
Free
and
of
pull it out,
charge.
bro. Come over to my house.
I
I'll
don't
do
think
it.
so. I don't. That's not happening.
I got an ultimate set of tools. I can fix you.
Once again, we thought we were gonna fly, but what we're gonna do now is this board we just nailed on, we're gonna pull it out 3/4, and that'll leave the same 3/4 short on a full board on this side so that it looks symmetrical.
Let's talk about the nails and the nail guns we're using here. On the first part that we put in, we had solid backing, OSB, behind it. So I could use this 2-inch brad nail, that's an 18 gauge nail, because I was doing a lot of face nailing too.
Kind of
And
disappear in a dark stained piece of wood.
yeah, they don't have a really big head, so they're like almost invisible. Like you can't even see them. You could look around and be like, wow,
There's no nails.
can't see them. However, on this middle section, we're just nailing through the drywall on an angle through the wood, through the drywall into the framing. And so I thought it would be a good idea to step it up to this 2.5-inch 16 gauge nail. It's got more holding power and is longer. A 2-inch is actually the longest that my brad guns will shoot. I don't know if you can even
Most
get a
of them,
brad
that's the case.
longer than 2. I don't know why you would want one, because you can get these.
Yep.
See, it's better.
Shoot it up, boys.
All right, that ought to hold it.
We need a board.
Oh.
Board. We are trying to rush a little bit. We put some stain on this wood. We're gonna put some oil modified water-based polyurethane on right now because it dries fast. And the sun's poking through. I think it'll be just fine. We're gonna try to get 2 coats on this.
And there's no way you could do that with a oil-based polyurethane
I don't
and install
think
it the same
so.
day. 'Cause
I
it's
don't
only
think
like
so.
35 degrees out here.
I mean, we bought the wood, we stained the wood, we're gonna poly the wood twice, then we're gonna put it in, nail it up, I think all in one day. I mean, I hope all that happens, we'll see.
Oh, it's gonna happen. How do you like my world's smallest and cheapest and lightest chop saw?
It's worth its weight.
$2. I love this thing though
It's
because it
cool.
weighs about like 4 pounds. It's amazingly light.
You think you're done when you get like the field done or the majority of it, and then all the trim work though. Ooh, that's kind of a lot of work. That doesn't seem like it's a lot of work, like it shouldn't be, but it is.
We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 layers of trim on each surface.
There's almost as many pieces of trim as there was pieces of sealing material.
Wow, now I'm getting depressed.
I know. I'll be quiet now.
We got to get some stain on that edge. I
see that.
Yeah.
I see that. We'll fix it. Something about this corner, we almost never. Oh, you thought I was going to say always, didn't you? I did too. We almost never line stuff up flush without a reveal.
That's true.
But in this case, this piece is really thin and it's flexible enough that we can align it near perfectly on the bottom edge there. And we don't need to do a reveal. This is a ripped edge on that piece, so we would have had to stain it and made it look all pretty and all that, so we didn't do that.
So no reveal.
No reveal, not up, not down.
Flush.
Flush. Ooh, yeah.
Does it feel flush?
Right here it does, and right there it does, but right here it doesn't.
Bow it. Bend it down.
Trying.
Yeah, that's it. Should have been a pilot as much as you like planes.
Yeah.
You notice he wants to take pictures of the shavings every single time too.
It's like my wife taking pictures of the kids. She's got 4 million of them on my phone. We don't ever look at any of them.
That looks good with the trim. I like it. I like it with the trim.
Jono's got OCD again. He's not only touching up the ceiling, he's touching up their furniture with the stain.
Professional.
That is professional. We come in and do your ceiling. We go ahead and fix your furniture up while we're here.
It's idle
You know?
hands, boss. Idle hands.
Yeah, that's, well, there you go.
Look at this.
Here you go, Josh.
It's magique.
That's for you, from
Did you?
Jono.
Did you just call me? Oh, that Josh.
Yeah,
I thought you
Josh
called me.
Bez. Sorry, what's your name?
Another thing we're working on is they want a barn door right here. So currently has a pocket door, but you can't get pocket doors out unless you take the trim out, which it's probably got finish screws in it, so we probably can't get it out. So you can see it's in there. We're gonna get it out and fill these spaces with some wood, and I think it's gonna be ugly the way I'm gonna get it out of here. You gotta fix my blades, Ben. Look at that thing.
I don't think it matters doing
Well, it matters some. Well, that's how to fix a Sawzall blade, in my opinion. Claw of a hammer. Straighten her out and then destroy somebody's door while they're sitting in their living room. So I'm gonna go, I don't know, I'm just gonna
Wait,
start.
you checked with her first, right?
I did. She said,
Okay.
tear it out even if you don't get a barn door hung back today, which is the main question. So, this is how you'd usually get the door off, is unlatch that from the little roller carriage. I'm trying to make that happen over here.
There's not much room, as you can see, between the trim and that.
No.
Got this side filled in. What do you think?
What is that, dude?
It's the
This
fillers.
looks like something I did back in Florida.
Well, you gotta paint it still. It's gotta get painted the same color. Seamless.
Thought we're all carpenters.
That was hard. That was
Yeah,
not
it looks
easy.
great.
Jono might have had a pro tip. I'm not sure what it was. But sometimes when you thread in these new bulbs, it's like a ceramic, rough kind of thing in there, and this doesn't go in easy. What he did was this.
Y'all act like I did it X-rated.
No. What I think you're doing is just getting a little, lubrication on the threads so that they go in easy.
I've
And it
learned
does work.
it works in a lot of
So
other circumstances.
I think that's a pro tip. Don't dunk it in like a tub of water. I wouldn't say that would be a good idea.
But lick it and stick it.
Okay,
It's good.
there you go. That was it.
I couldn't stick it to.
I don't think we can say that.
Putting the jewelry on it.
Final task of the day besides cleaning up all this mess. Let's cut this door.
So hey, if you didn't know, the bottom of your door shouldn't be touching the carpet in your bedroom, because then you have no ventilation. Like, your room is cut off from the rest of the rooms, and if you don't have an air return in that room, it's going to get really stuffy. That's the way this one was. So we're going to cut probably 3/4 of an inch if Jono doesn't fall on all this trash off this thing. All right, so I'm going to say let's cut a 1/2 inch off just to be safe. So you can use your finger as a guide. And you don't need a big T-square or anything. There you go, over there. Look for the footprint. That looks like the right shape.
It's like a kid's book.
There it is. Oh, it's a perfect fit. Nice work, gentlemen. Felt like we just built a whole house.
I feel like I built a whole house. I'd rather build a whole house.
I think it looks fantastic.
I'm gonna add crown molding to my repertoire.